Welcome to Tuesday's live stream, folks. Yeah. So far, I've stuck to the schedule that I've applied for myself for streaming Tuesdays, Thursdays. Hello, Tamara Marino. Streaming. I'm probably going to play a variety of games tonight. That's why it's marked variety. Starting out with Diablo. Um, when I get tired of killing the same types of monsters, then I'll probably switch over to a different game. So, and as you can see, I look a lot better. I picked up some. They were actually fairly cheap at Walmart. Some ring lights that people use for streaming and such, and it definitely has improved the way I look down in the corner of the screen down there. I'm liking it. Okay, so let's go kill some monsters now. Really? Wow. Abacus is a classic piece of equipment right there. And for those of you watching at home and see that comment about the abacus, with permission, I will tell the story. If she gives me that permission, you will all learn why she is mentioning why someone did not know what an abacus was. And it is actually quite funny. Let me go down this way. Yes, James, you are of the age that the abacus would have been your first computer. I'm calling him old. Don't tell him that. Granted. Okay, so that is my mother, and my stepdad um, didn't know what an abacus was, and so the smartass that I am, I got the great idea to buy an abacus off of Amazon and ship it to them. Because I'm a smartass. Oh, no rainbow goblins there. Wrong button. But yeah, that's what was up with the abacus. Very simple but hilarious. So the abacus I almost bought was a keychain abacus that could have been put on a keychain and have a counting machine at all times. Ah. Ooh, was that a goblin? Nope. So how is everybody handling any type of isolation, quarantining? How are you dealing with the current state of society? Ooh, I hear a goblin. It's not a rainbow goblin though. So we don't care about that. I'm looking for a rainbow goblin, folks. Yeah, because I mean, the picture they looked tiny. They looked really tiny, almost too small to really use as an abacus. So I went with one that could actually be used. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so my life during this pandemic has not changed. I mean, for all of you know, me and Sherry, we lead a introverted life anyways. We barely go out. I guess we don't. We avoid crowds, and it was funny. The VA posted their recommendation for like self isolation, and I swear they must have taken my lifestyle. They're like, let's see how he lives, and was like, that's what we're going to recommend for social distancing practices. So, but of course, I've been deemed essential, so I still have my job. Um, but to the downside, if the state were to, or the city, or the county decide to do the whole total shelter in place, don't leave unless you absolutely have to, I still have to go to work. But it's all good. I am considered mission essential, and it's not direct patient care, being the telephone operator. So, there's that. Once I get to work, the only people I interact with are my fellow coworkers, fellow operators. I died. Talking. Let me see here. Come on, monsters. I was trying to read the chat. Okay, let me go down here. No monsters. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, I saw your post on Facebook about that. That made me giggle. Oh, it's been so long since I've eaten at El Campesinos. I like that place. Not too many Mexican places have lived up to them for my taste. There was there was one in Montgomery, Alabama. I can't remember what it was called, but it was just as good as El Campesino up there in Ohio. Of course, I don't live in Montgomery anymore. Haven't for over 10 years. Now, there is a Mexican place here in North Little Rock that I do like the enchiladas there a lot. Maybe we'll eat there again when all this is over. Or maybe they deliver from Bite Squad. Get some enchiladas delivered. That's a possibility. We'll have to look into. Ooh, I hear a goblin. Not a rainbow goblin. Okay. Well, have a good rest of your evening, Ma. Have fun kicking butt in Jeopardy. And I will continue killing some monsters for a little bit. Probably, while I'm in Diablo, do my quick little goblin check. The few areas that I tend to check for goblins. Maybe run a couple greater rifts, level up my gems. Probably end up switching to a different game. Most likely Lord of the Rings Online. Or hell, I may change it up totally and play something I either have never played or haven't played in a very long time. I am not I'm not gonna be too strict on like if when it comes to my schedule I'm going to try to keep to unless I'm sick or If for some reason I end up having to do overtime at work and I can't stream that evening. But if I start out with a game, it's not like I'm going to force myself to play that game the entire stream. If I feel like changing games, I'm straight up changing games. That's why tonight's I marked to be variety. Because I could get sick of going in this circle, whirlwinding all these bad guys. Looking for that damn rainbow goblin. And I am thinking there is not a goblin in the outside area here. There might be one over yonder, but I doubt it. Nope. Okay. Clear out this corner so they don't attack me while I portal to the next area that has the best chances of having a rainbow goblin. I need to change the batteries in this one soon. Okay. Kill some monsters. I'm not even doing the season, the current season here in Diablo. Just when I was checking out the information on the armor rewards, I just wasn't feeling any of it, and we were a little bit more focused on Lord of the Rings Online, so. Ooh. As you can see, I'm not too concerned with necessarily picking up everything off the ground, but them legendaries I'll always pick up. Look, surprise, surprise. No goblin. No goblin at all. So now we go to the eastern channel. Ooh, I hear a goblin. Please be Rainbow Goblin. Where you at? You down this way? Gotta be nearby. Okay. There he is again. Not a Rainbow Goblin. But that's okay. There's still level 2 that a goblin could be in. Oh, I heard a legendary drop. Come back yonder. Oh, let's see what's up this way. Nope. That was for the bounty. Still looking for level 2. Level 2, finally. Fingers crossed for a Rainbow Goblin. Let's check this way. Nope. Let's check this way. Nope. Nope. They're usually level 2 on these. Oh. Not a Rainbow Goblin either. Okay. Oh, Rainbow Goblin. Well, let's run a couple of greater rifts, level up gems. Go from there. Part of my problem is I don't come across a Rainbow Goblin or enough goblins. I get discouraged and I'm like, oh, let's move on to something else. What I need to do is just, after I do my little run like that, start a new game. And then go through it again. One of these days I will actually do that. And there's more areas that people recommend checking for, doing exactly that, just clear out those couple of areas, start the game over. Yeah. Gives you like better chances of running into a goblin in those areas. I've seen someone doing a goblin run. Like almost every game he ran into one. I was just like, really? It was like in 20 minutes he came across like 4 or 5. I was like, son of a bitch. How can't I get that lucky? But he was doing a proper goblin run. He'd clear out those areas, start a new game. Clear out those areas, start a new game. Oh, I don't want to do that. Stick with 65 for now. It's casual like. I got a lot of really low level gems. No point in doing too high of a level. I don't like it when I die. What I need to do, I need to go ahead and do like lower level greater rifts, get through them like really fast, and level up all my lower level gems, get to the point where they can't be upgraded, and then start doing the higher level rifts for the higher levels. That's ideally what I should do, but I don't. When I get done with this rift, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, leveling up the gems, you'll see and I'll explain it as I'm doing it. But as you can see over there on the right hand side of the screen, that purple progress bar. And killing monsters, when you kill the uniques and the unique and elite monsters, they drop those purple globes that boost that progress bar. And at the end, the Rift Guardian pops up, which you'll see. And the faster you're able to kill the monsters, the faster you can get through the rift, which is, these greater rifts are timed. I think it's like 15 minutes. And then you can upgrade some legendary gems. And upgrading them legendary gems lets you boost the power of your character and such. Which I will explain as I'm upgrading the gems and show you just what they can do when I clear out this rift. And those are the purple globies I was talking about. And there's the Rift Guardian. Get some loot. Okay, so. Okay, these are the gems I can level up. See, you saw the percentage there? The the higher the gem is, the higher you have to do the rifts. So it's not like I can do a level rift 20 constantly and level up a gem up to like 100. You have to keep going up in the difficulty of the rift. And those legendary gems by themselves, they got special properties. See, like that particular one, all that gold text is what they do. This particular one is 15% chance on hit, gain a Wreath of Lightning, dealing massive damage. And when you upgrade it to above level 25, you get that second power, which is while under the effect of Wreath of Lightning, gain 25% increased movement speed. That's not a bad one. But leveling them up, increases those numbers. But let me see here. If you look over in the first set here, it says plus 260 to strength, and it's Paladin's Despair, rank 52. You can use these legendary gems to augment your armor and your weapons. And the higher the gem, the more it will do. And that's, along with searching for the Rainbow Goblin, that's kind of what I'm slowly working on, is leveling up all these gems to augment my gear to make my character more powerful, more stronger, more buff. So, but let us start a new game to look for a goblin in those couple areas I like to look for. And hopefully a goblin pops up. Without dying, of course. I knew better than to go down that corner. That's never the Lorix Passage. So yeah, it's Lorix Passage, which is the area I'm trying to find. And this area sometimes will have a goblin too, so it's like a bonus goblin when you get both in these two areas. I'll hit the Royal Crypts, the Southern Highlands, and then the Ancient Waterways in Act 2. And that's my standard goblin run. There are more areas that people will say you should check too, but I stick with these few. And you can always hear a goblin. I think it's like up to 2 screens away, you'll hear that laugh before he's even on screen. So you don't even have to necessarily uncover the full map, just enough where you'd be in range to hear a goblin, to know if a goblin has spawned there or not. And as the title of this stream states, tonight's just casual. Not like I'm hardcore rifting or hardcore goblin hunting even, just in here streaming, having fun, looking for those cosmic wings, chatting with anyone who pops in and watches and chats. Good old time. I hear a goblin. Was not a rainbow goblin though. Oh. Goblins will only pop up once per level, so like once I find one, I don't have to finish exploring the map. Because I think there's only one area that two different goblins can pop up. And that's all the way in Act 5. One of the Pandemonium levels. Pandemonium. I can't talk. I can't say it. Pandemonium Fortress. I can never remember which one. Like level 1 or 2. I like to just go along the outer edge, map out the size of this area, then work my way in looking for the goblin. Sometimes I'll hit the Northern Highlands. Depends on how quickly I want to start fresh with the goblin hunt. You have to remember to actually glance over at my chats. Sometimes I get just so focused on the game, not expecting anyone to pop in and start chatting, I forget to check the chats at time. Okay, so there's the Cave of the Moon Clan. That's a good area to check too. It's got 2 levels to it. A goblin could be on each level. Ooh, I hear... Ooh, legendary though. 2 legendaries. Oh, that's nice. Alright. Goblin spawn. Make my way to this cave. I should probably do some Google searching, see where the goblin hotspot areas are currently. I base my goblin run on like 2018, 2018/2019 information. It could have changed for 2020. Ah, look, a goblin. Not the rainbow goblin, though. On to the next. Goblin raids for these areas tonight are not too bad. Not too bad. I'm looking for one particular type of goblin, though. That hasn't popped up. Oh, let's go down this way. Legendaries are dropping fairly decently. Yeah, I'm having fun. Um, I've been, I don't know, probably the past year-ish, been going back and forth of like, do I really want to pick up one of those Stream Decks? Elgato seems to be like the big name brand for those Stream Decks, but there are other brands out there. What it is basically a box that you set up, and you get a program to do different stuff. That way, like that no that popped up when I died. It was just, I didn't have to really go into OBS Studio to activate it. I have it set up. You can, you know, if you have the physical Stream Deck, you have this box sitting next to you, buttons all programmed. You press the button, and it does various things. But the Elgato one, the one that I would have gotten, because you gotta have more than 3 buttons. I'm sorry, you just do. I was like 150-ish, and I was like, can I really justify spending that much money on something for streaming when I'm not? It's not like I've streamed consistently in the past. I just came up with the schedule Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday and or Sundays. And it was like, I don't plan on being like one of the biggest streamers out there. If that happens, it happens. If not, well, I like sharing with people what I'm doing and interaction, people chatting. They're like, oh, hey, I played that game. We should play together sometime. Okay, hey. But, say all that, found a solution, mostly software solution, and you can install it on like a phone, a tablet, and I have my old phone sitting around, really not, doing much. I was like, I could download that software, have the mobile portion of it installed on my old phone, have it sitting here, and it's a lot cheaper than spending $150 on a device. And it seems to be working really well. I mean, I got it set up where I can switch my scenes from it. I don't have to like, like totally take focus away. Because my streaming setup, for those of you that may not have seen my previous streams, is the game is being played on my desktop. And it's being fed into my laptop. And that is pushing out the stream. So I don't have to like move over here, activate that particular element in OBS. I can just hit this button. I can turn off the nerd, myself calling myself a nerd, turn it back on. That no. I have another one that's for celebrating that you'll see if I can activate it. Something happens, I activate it. Y'all will see it. And I'm liking it. I mean, I was playing around with it. I got it set up, one button to start my stream, one button to, if I just, ooh, goblin, not rainbow goblin. Fucker. And this was level 2. So, okay. Well, that's it for this goblin run. Let us go to town, do some inventory management, and decide what I'm going to do next. Probably take a break and switch games. Anyways, what was I saying? I was saying something. Got distracted. So, laptop. This. Activate it. Oh, sorry. Single button to start and stop my streams. Single button to if I decide to record what's going on, and it records it, so I can play around with it later. Switch my scenes between what you see now, my be right back screen, my game starting screen, and as I do more consistent streaming, play around with it more, come up with like different scenes for different situations, things of that nature. Just having fun. That's what it comes down to. What I need to do, I need to make a stream ending scene as well. That way, like a few minutes before, I can go ahead and hit that, start shutting everything down. That way, it's not just like an abrupt end by like, bye folks, click. You're like, bye folks, switch to that scene. Have like, beginning, my break screens, and my ending screen. Pretty much all similar. Which, I'm about to take a break, probably switch games. Don't go away, I'll be back. And you'll see my be right back screen. Howdy, folks. Sorry it took me so long to get back. It was a little bit longer bathroom break, and I had a hard time deciding what I was going to play. I decided on Lord of the Rings, and I had to do an update. But I'm back now. And we'll see how long I decide to be in Lord of the Rings before I decide, you know what, let's go with something else. Okay, I am in here. Okay, open up those two things first. Away. Sell some stuff real fast. No, repair. Okay. Yep, all those can be sold. Okay. Let's check on something real fast. Oh, I'm still VIP. Huh. I have to double check to see when my VIP is due to end. Okay. There's more yet. There we go. Need to see where my quests are. Oh, they're way down there. I think I set my campsite there, didn't I? One way to find out. Probably not, though. Probably in a completely different area. Yep. I said I'd come back and pick up some of these quests, anyways. There you go. The thing is, I'm just not motivated to come and do stuff here in Moria. I don't know, it's just the area. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, it is very beautiful. It's just, I don't know, there's just something about it that I'm just not finding myself wanting to come down and do stuff in. Don't be surprised if I decide to stop my stream. I'm just, yeah. Ooh, landing in water and still got crunched. I was thinking those were steps I could go up. But they are not. Try to go around here. That's kind of where I need to go. Okay, so that red one is onto the water. It's just gonna be somewhere around in here. Probably should have read the description, huh? Looking from orcs. There should be orc around somewhere. See, I'm just not feeling this game at the moment. Oh. I've got to find my way up there somehow. I'm thinking maybe over this way. What do y'all think? Hopefully coming down and around here. Oh, get me where I need to be to do some stuff. Pretty much I'm gonna get here, maybe kill one or two things, collect what I need to collect, and it'll be like, oh, no more in this area. Be locked. Watch it be locked. Oh no. Alright, I can get up here. Okay. Let us. What's up this way? Oh. Actually, I foresee myself completing this quest and then calling it quits for the evening. Ooh, something happened. Ooh, legendary level. Okay, let's see here. do it that later. Let me go ahead, quickly get back to this. Yeah, I'm just going to finish up this quest. Call it quits for the evening. Just not feeling this one. Going for loot. Okay. I see the outside of the area. Oh, okay. Anyways, so thanks for watching, anyone who watched, and come back Thursday. Probably be playing some. Try to play some different games besides Diablo and Lord of the Rings. Probably some Lego games. Maybe some Star Trek Online. It's been a minute since I played some Star Trek Online. So, anyways, like I said, come back Thursday, 6 o'clock Central Time. Watch me stream some more. Later.